relationship, because unfortunately, those people who don't have the relationship, it's not necessarily their body is their enemy. They just don't take it seriously. Don't listen to it, and as a result, they get all sorts of illnesses and ailments and things like that. Wellness is miles away for them.
Yeah. As we get older, like you see, we have this thing that, like from the age of 30, if you think about it, we have full capacity, right, up to the age of 30. When we're talking about in terms of energy, right, we've got full capacity, because we bounce back. But as we get older, everything starts to decline, and that's because we were developing up to that age. Like even our brain is developing up to the age of 25. We're in a growth period up to that age. So then everything starts changing once we're fully developed, including our brain, right? And the body changes accordingly, right? Because for our next stage of life. I mean, think about it, like it's very intelligent nature and how our bodies are designed and how they mature and how they, go into the different stages. Like it's adapting us for these stages of life, and it's natural. And when we understand that, there's more power to us, we can have more power. And even for the women, and like as the progesterone, the estrogen, like progesterone starts to decline first around the age of 35 or whatever, and then we start going into the perimenopause and all of that. But it depends on how we've been looking after our bodies. And I think young women need to be educated at an earlier age, to be more aware of like back 50, 60 years ago, my mother now was never told about menopause. She never knew what menopause was. She just went through it, and she'd no idea, and it wasn't really talked about, and never mind in the workplace. I know women didn't really go out to the workplace that much back then, but now women are in the workplace, and it's a big thing, because they're suffering with the mood swings, with the hormones not sleeping well, the flashes. And it's not understood in the workplace out there in society, and people turn around and go, oh, she's hormonal. Oh, when people say that, it's just a total misunderstanding and ignorance, really.
Well, one of the things that really struck me is when I learned about it is that women, when they start to exhibit the signs of the perimenopause and so forth, go to their doctor. And whether it's a male doctor or a female doctor, they get much the same treatment. I mean, there will be exceptions, I'm sure, but the majority of them say, well, it's get on with it. It's what you can expect. So even the women doctors, they're so imbued with the orthodox medicine thinking that they have no answers. So they revert to doing the same thing as the male doctors, who are just, in their case, out of ignorance or innocence, let's say, because they don't have a menopause, the women doctors don't realize that, and they've probably been through it too, but they had to get through it because nobody told them any better. And what I'm saying is, today you don't have to go through all that stuff. Lots of people that tell me that there's different and very practical, sensible things, not just nutrition, but lots of other things, can make that so much easier.
Yeah, it's your attitude as well, and how your onlook of life. And look, a lot changes in the life of the woman as well, and in the home. So you might have the young children who are growing up now, and they might be leaving the nest. You might feel a sense of loneliness, or you may have the older the grandparents, or your older parents that you're looking after. You might be tending with that as well. So, but you know what? Like, it really is a new lease of life for me personally, right? My daughter is 12 now, and I've just, in the last year, I can actually leave her here on her own in the house for a few hours or whatever, and I can go off and I don't have to be bringing her and organising her to come to my events or organising childminding her. That was a nightmare, Jean. Oh my God. So I'm like, oh my God, I can't wait to get out there, and I'll go up to Dublin, for my PSA events every month or whatever, and I can just go, and I don't have to worry. I feel free. But Jane, I know. I don't know how long we have to talk here, but would you like me to talk about some things women can actually do?
Yes, yeah, we've got another 15 minutes.
Okay, well, so for and this is for everybody, Jane, right? This is for everybody when it comes to health and wellness, because people leave it until they're sick before they look for help, right? And that's too late, because you're in pain, you're suffering. But why leave it till then? Why? And look, medicine has its place, but we want to look after ourselves, and we want to live a quality of life, a full quality of life. I mean, there's no reason, just because we're aging doesn't mean we're getting frail and weak. That's the perception people have, right?
Oh gosh, yes. Oh well, sorry to interrupt you, but that is what I'm constantly saying, that on that second